Hey, this is Doc from Heroscapers, and in this video I'm going to describe the basics of the online Heroscape interface. So on the right here we have the map, and this map is Trailblazer by Dignan. And the idea of the map is essentially that it's what you would get if you looked straight down on a physical build. The main difference between this and a regular physical build is that we have the level label. So any space that's higher than level 1, we actually put the level number on there. That way, even if you're not that familiar with the map, it's fairly easy to figure out height advantage or figure out move cost. So every figure on this map is actually an individual image, so I can pick them up and I can drag them, and I can place them other spots on the map. Now, this whole map over here is actually a Google drawing, so it's shared between the two players, and anytime you make a movement, the other person can see it in real time. They can also see which figures you select. They can see that highlighting box. So I can select two figures, and that way it's pretty obvious who's attacking who. And we'll actually have a Skype connection most of the time when we play, so I can actually talk the other player through what I'm doing. But it's still nice to actually highlight that way. It's just a little easier to follow what's going on. And most of the time, it's actually not that hard to figure out line of sight, whether a figure can see another figure, but sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. In those situations, it is nice to have the physical build. I actually do have this map built, and if there was a tricky line of sight question, or if we were playing large and huge figures, we wanted to make sure a figure actually fit, I could pull out the figures and actually test it. Some people like to actually follow along or put the pieces down to plot out their moves. I don't do that anymore because it slows things down, but that is an option as well. So over here we have the chat window in the top left corner, and that's just like a standard chat window. Anything you type in there, the other person is going to be able to see it. And if we didn't have a Skype connection, you could use that chat window to talk through everything, to say, what special attack you're using, anything like that. But if you have a Skype connection, you're usually just going to use it for rolling dice and placing order markers. So that brings me to the dice tool window here in the middle. This is actually a really nice feature because anytime I click a button to roll dice, it rolls it on the server side and automatically posts it into the chat window. So if I want to roll 4 dice, I just click the 4, and then you can see up here, Doc rolled 2 skulls, 0 shields, 2 blanks with 4 dice. So it takes care of everything on the server side. Same thing with a 20-sided die. I click the 20. Oh, I rolled a 19. Okay. And then in the bottom left corner here, we have the order marker management window. And that works very much like regular order markers. Let's say I was playing this bottom army here, so I have Railing, Crav, and Phantom Knights. I could go Phantom Knights for my first order marker, Craft for the second, Railing for the third, Phantom Knights for the fourth, or for the X, that is. And I just click Submit My Order Markers. And as you can see, it did not tell the other player which order markers where. It just told the other player, I put my 4 order markers in those 4 spots. And then down in the order marker window, now I can reveal order markers by clicking on them. And then it posts what I revealed into the window. So the effect is basically equivalent to what you get in a normal game. Okay, that's the basics. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the